Next, we're going to take a look at the dynamics section, specifically the compressor portion of the dynamics section. Up on the top right, we have the compressor section. Below that is the expander section, which we're going to talk about in the next segment. For now, we're going to look at the compressor. The compressor is made up of a ratio knob. So we've got our compression ratio. We've got a threshold knob, which sets the onset of compression. We've got a release knob calibrated in 0.1 seconds all the way up to 4 seconds. And we've got an attack switch. The attack switch switches between a program-dependent slower attack in this position to a fast attack of about 0.1 seconds, which destroys the attack on just about anything. So we can listen to those. And the meter on the right here with the yellow and red LEDs is the gain reduction meter. So that shows us when our compressor is starting to do something. It'll do something before we even see anything on the meter, but this gives you a rough guide as to where you are, just like a real SSL channel. For our example, I've got a room mic in a small room, bedroom-sized room with a drum kit and an AKG 414 in there as the room mic, and needs a little help. Let's see what we can do. So I'll change our ratio to something, I don't know, about 6:1, and we'll turn down the threshold and hear what we get. So now we've got 6 dB of gain reduction. That's not a lot, and it doesn't change the character a lot, nor the volume a lot, because there's an automatic makeup gain feature of this compressor. So as you change the ratio and compress more, or the attack and compress more, SSL makes up for that gain automatically. We dial that back out. Volume stays pretty much the same, just not compressed. So all that's pretty cool, but we'd like to try this attack switch. That's what we're going to find our magic room sounds. So as soon as we turn that on, you can hear that we're just destroying the attack transient on those drums. Here's without, and here's with. Dial in some of that in. We've got release time. We could set our release time really slow if we want. Or we can set it to about recover before the next drum hit. Or just as loud as possible, taking the peaks out. Now all that's interesting. It sounds kind of smashed and may help the drum sound a little bit. Let's hear what it sounds like in context with the kit. So here's bypassed. And here's smashed a bit. Really not helping us too much, although it's not really EQ'd too well either. So let's go ahead and load the room mic preset here. It's staring right at me, I can't find it, there it is. So that adds a little EQ to make our room a little more distinctive. Soloing that, bypass, nothing, and it's pretty destroyed there. So without, it's definitely adding some attitude. May not be perfect though. I'm sure would like some more snare definition there. Well, if you've loaded the Chris Lord Algae presets, he's got 3 more room presets in here, and I think room 1 might be just the ticket. There we go. Now it's got some life. So again, bypass. There's without. There's with. And soloed. So he's destroying a bit of the attack, but not much else. There's not as much compression as you might expect for what he does. He's also pressed this button here, which dynamics to channel out. So that means after EQ, we've inserted the dynamics instead of before EQ, as is normal. All this high end he's adding, and a bit of low end is getting compressed. So that's the sound. Pretty interesting. I like it.